Some intense new things coming out about AMC. I just want to start off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research, and let's go ahead and get right on into this. Taking a look at the course of the day, we can see that AMC is down 0.81%. Volume very, very low, only at 49.35 million for the day, whereas we've actually seen this basically as low since back on August 19th. Now, as far as for where this could potentially go into next, we are still very, very bullish. A lot of people are extremely bullish. And as I mentioned, this is my own opinion on this stuff. But you look at the technical analytical charts, and there's so many factors that are suggesting that we have plenty of room to still go up. So let's see some of the other things that's really being pointed out right now that's suggesting why are we not going up? What is going on? There's things that look suspicious. So take a look at this. This was posted 10 hours ago. This actually showed that the borrowed shares at 11.41 million. Now, what's absolutely crazy is, you look at how many shares even exist. This is a lot of shares to borrow. They're getting really, really ballsy with doing this stuff, and this is becoming all more transparent now with the new regulations. Similar to this was posted at a different point in time. This shows just about an hour ago, 7.43 million borrowed shares. So down slightly from that 11.41. But even with this, everybody is still like, what is going on? Some other things to kind of keep an eye on. As far as the reverse repo, 18th trillion in a row, 1.074 trillion, just ridiculous. A lot of people are also talking about Amazon. Now, a lot of people are also starting to attack Amazon, which is kind of interesting when you think about it, because just a little bit ago, everyone was kind of like, man, if Amazon bought AMC, that would be so bullish. But now everyone is like, screw you, Amazon. Like, we don't want anything to do with you. We're canceling all our stuff and everything. So let's kind of dive in to what people are talking about here. Amazon may be behind all this. It makes sense. There's a reason rumors have been flying around for months of a potential buyout. They wanted to short AMC to the ground, then purchase AMC at a cheaper price. Okay, so veteran apes will be familiar with this theory. I'll attempt to summarize. Jeff Bezos has been using Ken Griffin to naked short infiltrated companies in order for Amazon to steal market share from current and future competitors. It's possible that Bain Capital got involved in this scheme through Toys R Us. Foundational DD, both are great. There it is, the most literal and succinct version. Hopefully I don't get cease and desisted. If this post disappears with no explanation, you know why. Crazy theory, right? Let's examine some facts. Amazon announced in a press release on February 2nd, 2021 that Jeff Bezos would retire to executive chairman of Amazon's board, to much surprise. That date stand out. Ken's a fan and frequent investor in Amazon. D. Shaw, a quant hedge fund where Jeff Bezos became the youngest vice president, says about Citadel, we cross paths with them all the time. They are huge, as far back as 2001, way before its widespread success. What would we see if Citadel has followed this playbook? We would see over-the-counter stocks of dead companies squeeze at the same time as idiosyncratic risk would emerge in a basket of algorithmically shorted securities. Would you look at that? Sears and Blockbuster, both bankrupt companies listed on over-the-counter markets and former Amazon competitors, squeezed at the same time as GME in January 2021. Now call me crazy, but I'm going to speculate the public isn't investing in these stocks. I'm smooth-brained, but not that smooth-brained. How is Amazon connected to Blockbuster, you might ask? I had the same question. Surprisingly, but not really, I forgot about Amazon's biggest business, Amazon Web Services. I bet you can guess who was providing web hosting for Netflix around 2010 when Blockbuster went under. Yep, Amazon. Think about that. That's from 2010. Citadel Securities, the market maker, was founded in 2001. When did they start doing this? There's a lot more to dig into about this. A comment thread on Krine's latest post describes some interesting terms of Credit Suisse's CMBS programs. If that's related to CMBS troubles here in the States, Simon Property Group is no doubt involved, which Amazon worked with last year to buy up packaged mall property, though it's been buying up mall property since 2016. The implications of something like this are extreme. I've attempted to make posts and comments about this using the name of Amazon's founder, but each time it's been mysteriously made invisible without any notification. I thought Superstonk/GME had revoked my posting and comment privileges. Think of our beloved chairman tweets. Ryan Cohen could have been hinting towards this the whole time. Explains why Jeffy Boy seems desperate to get off the planet. I would be too. So this is obviously a conspiracy theory. Whether or not it has much merit behind it, that's kind of, it's not kind of, it's very debatable, right? So you can start piecing things together in a lot of different ways, and it'll create a narrative oftentimes that fits what you're trying to drive home as a point. Now, is this potential? Yeah, I still think it's potential. Don't get me wrong. But you need to have things be just more clearly elaborated on. And, potentially players that are involved in the act getting caught and exposed or speaking up, that kind of a thing. That's one of the rough parts about this industry space, is there's so many people doing these back-end, dark, secret things. Daniel Ross says, yeah, I think that's how the scam works. They borrow, say, Blockbuster stock, sell it to short it, and as long as they maintain the short position indefinitely, they never close and from a tax standpoint, realize a profit. So if the company is bankrupt and the share value drops to $0, it costs nothing to maintain the open short position and never pay tax on the original short sale. Really, the tax code needs to be updated to close the loophole and force profits to be booked once the company is bankrupt / delisted / share price goes to zero. I imagine there are a heap of zombie company shares on Wall Street firms' books, and they have never and will never pay tax on the profits from those trades. I could never understand the point of shorting. To me, it exposes you to a lot of risk, but now I realize that for these players, there is huge upside in that if they can short it and successfully bankrupt a company, they never pay tax on that trade at all. It's a huge incentive to short and participate in criminal actions to ensure the trade plays out where they want it to go. It's literally free money when they succeed. The SEC is a joke. The CFTC is a joke. As far as I'm concerned, they're complicit. There is no justice in this world. So a lot of changes need to be taking place. Luckily, we are seeing some changes taking place, but yes, there's a lot more that needs to be taking place. And then we also have here from Jimmy P. for AMC, or Jimmy AMC. So we actually I think we talked about this the other day. Other people have been talking about this, but anyways, just a brief recap. So he basically had some phone calls with Citibank, and he recorded these calls, and he mentioned that what they were saying largely indicates that they own the float over on the Brazil side for that of AMC. So it's like, what is it that's going on here? It doesn't make any sense. How can we have so many players owning so many shares of AMC? When you add them all together, you're like, it's more than what exists. This isn't supposed to be a thing. So he uploaded a couple videos. I tried checking them out. The audio for the people that he was talking to was very, very quiet. I mean, some of the times I couldn't understand what they were saying. So he said he's going to be re-uploading them, apparently with like boosted volume for those parts. He should have done that to begin with, to be totally frank. But just scrolling down here, one of the things that he had pointed out to somebody else too, they said, okay, so there's someone responsible for 500 locked shares. They are traded in Brazil as BDR in quantity of 3 billion, due 6 times difference with USD. Why no one is doing anything about this? So much proven, Efri, and no one cares. And then he says Citibank holds $23.7 trillion worth of stocks in their custodial services. They aren't the only bank to do this either. Not the biggest by far. That's BNY Mellon. And he just kind of highlighted right here, with $23.7 trillion in assets under custody and administration and a global custody network spanning more than 100 markets worldwide. Citi is one of the largest custodians in the world. So with as crazy as that sounds, they're not the only player in this. How many shares of AMC are actually out there? What is the real price of AMC supposed to be? Hopefully we find out more information on this soon. I will try to keep you guys posted on this stuff as usual. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. Feel free to share this video. I do have referral links in the description for you to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It's free money, guys. Feel free to check those out. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode.